how to manifest what you truly want in this lifetime. Now, before we get into that, we need to know what is manifestation. Now, manifestation means to bring your desires or ideas into reality by aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions to what you want. Now, this is my definition of manifestation, and by all means, it is, I think, probably one of the best ones out there. It's just straight up telling you what it is and how to do it. Because thoughts and feelings and actions are the things that are sent to universe or God, and it responds back to it with what you want. So if your thoughts, feelings, and actions are all about money, abundance, that's what's gonna come back to you. Now, I just want you guys to know my name is Joe Sky. I do videos to help spread wisdom, knowledge, and things like that to people and help raise the collective consciousness and spread truth out there and then tell truth, because I feel like a lot of people always say things that are wrong. Just like in this seven steps to manifesting. One of these is a little, I don't know how I want to say, a little, I don't want to say wrong, but it's not correct. If you know which one it is, say it in the comment section below. But these 7 steps are pretty legitimate. We're going to go into them right now so that you know how to manifest and manifest what you want. And by all means, this is a really good 7 steps. So I hope you guys are ready. Number one is visioning. Vision is super important. You need to visualize what you want. Let's say it's a car. Boom. Visualize yourself a car. Driving in the car, right? You can't just visualize the car. You want to visualize the car and visualize yourself inside of it, driving it, what it's like, the feel of it. Number two is desire. You got to be intense about it. How does it feel? Exciting? Oh, awesome. How does it feel? Or like, how do you feel when you have it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have it like it's right now. You got to be intense about it. Number three is belief. You have to believe you could do it. You can't just say you're going to do it, you have to believe. Number four is acceptance. Accepting it, and you can manifest it. Come into acceptance. Number five is intend. So want and intend are different. You must have the intention to manifest it. So this one is a bit harder to explain, but basically you need to intend on it. So we're going to say, like, you cannot just want the thing. You need to have more of an intention on it, right? Because if you say, I want something, it's not great. But if you have an intention on it and you're setting your mind, like, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to drive the car, I'm going to turn it on, I'm going to hear the engine roar, like, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be so excited, I'm going to put down the window. Like, you have to have an intention on you doing it. You can't just want. You have an intention on it. Intend on it, putting your mind on it, and you doing that. That's the way I look at it. Number six, the one that is wrong in my opinion, or at least not wrong, but underwhelming. Act and behave like it already has manifested. Yes, this is extremely true. You want to act like it's already here, but the problem is action. You can't. You have to put in the work. So this is number six was the one, because a lot of people, they just act and behave like it's here. Yes, it's here. That's good. But what about the work? Did you make a plan to get the car? Did you're going to open a business? Are you going to do e-commerce? What are you going to do to make the money to manifest a car? Where's the action? And another thing is a plan. You need a plan. You see, the biggest problem with manifestation is most people understand this, believe it, they're very spiritual. Yeah, I visualize it, it's here, yes, but they don't take the action. And the other problem is they don't have a plan, so they pretty much mess up whatever action they take because it isn't truly aligned with it, and there's no plan, there's no way of it. They didn't think it through. Basically, they didn't make a plan, so they're just taking whatever action, and they're not technically, basically, they're not really going to get there without a plan and without taking action. Obviously, you can't just say I want a car, and you got to take action. But if you don't have the money to afford the car, you need to make a plan on how are you going to get the money. a plan on the business, a plan on how you're gonna get to six figures or $1 million or whatever it is. And seven is allowance. This is detaching from the outcome, which is super important. So you have to be intense in your desire without any expectation that it manifests. So it's kind of like saying like, okay, I'm gonna get a job, not a job. I'm gonna open a business, and it's gonna blow up. It's gonna be very well, and I'm gonna make $100,000 my first 6 months. All right, I expect that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it. We're gonna open the business. Everything's gonna go well. You can't. The, well, basically that's an expectation, but basically the outcome, you can't. You can't have an attachment to that. Basically, I guess I kind of messed myself up, but you can't like get into that and say I'm gonna make 100,000 in my 6 months and then like be focused on that, right? Because you're focused on making the money, you're focused on outcome, 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 and then I get it. The problem is, I don't really look at it like that. You need to be truly intense in your desire and not focus on the outcome and this because anything could happen. It may not turn out like that. Not saying that it won't turn out well, but you cannot be focused on just the outcome, the whole thing, the whole journey, how it's gonna go well. You gotta get deep with it. Like, what am I gonna make in my first month? What is it gonna be like the first week? And training people and having people. You really want to detach from that outcome. Um, or I'll put in a better example for like a YouTube video basically. It's like I work on a video and I'm just like million views, and it's like it didn't hit. You can't just be focused on outcome, outcome. You don't want any expectation like, oh, it's gonna hit a million. It's gonna hit a million. I think it's gonna hit a million. It's gonna hit a million. You cannot be super focused on the outcome. You got to detach from it. You want to have it like it's here basically. That's the hard part to understand. This is something that is pretty hard to explain, but hard for a lot of people to realize, because detach you from the outcome is a big deal. Because I'll put it like this: if you think like, oh, I need my million views, it's gonna hit a million views, you're acting like it's not here. That's the problem. So you need to just relax and allow it to just happen and unfold for you. Simply relaxing, visualizing, feeling it, all that good stuff, and then it'll just come. It'll just happen when you let go. So that's a really good way of explaining it. But basically, again, these 7 steps go pretty deep, but I'm just getting into them pretty simple enough so that people could truly get into it. But by all means, of course, you let go of the outcome and you get intense into desire without any expectation. And basically, again, no outcome, like let go of the outcome, like detach, and then you pretty much just go and you do other things in your life, right? Like, let's say you make a YouTube video and you make the video, you're done, you upload it, move on. Don't be the person who goes and like, check, boom, check 5 minutes later, boom, check 5 minutes later. You're so focused on the outcome, you have to detach from that. Hopefully, another way so you understand this, because this is obviously the biggest one, the allowance. And yeah, so at the end of the day, big things here to add. Again, number 6, like we've said, action. Number 2, making plans. This is big. So these 7 steps are pretty straightforward, but a lot of you guys gotta truly understand. And again, there's 3 things like I said in my definition of manifestation, which is like feelings and actions and stuff, and thoughts, feelings, and actions. So your thoughts have to be aligned with everything you're doing. If you're thinking about playing a video game and you're trying to manifest millions of dollars in a business, but you're playing video games, your actions ain't there. You're feeling, maybe you're feeling all excited in the game, but you're not feeling all that, towards what you're doing. It's different. So your thoughts, feelings, and action have to be constantly focused on what you want. You need to be focused on that one thing. That one thing. And the biggest thing of all when it comes to manifesting that people don't get is you need to manifest one thing at a time. You need to be so focused on that one thing. Until you become really good at it, then maybe you could do a bunch of things. Focus on one thing. Like there's people who are like, I think I probably do something too, where a gaming channel and a spiritual sort of lifestyle channel, two different things. So try not to make that mistake. I hope this video helps out and puts a lot of knowledge out there. There's so much to really go on about, but I think this is plenty. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna see you guys next time.